Write my name in the snow as you pull down your pants and you pee pee all night. Do 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 do. Anyways, so I finally broke down and bought a cast iron skillet, and I honestly don't know how I feel about it because I didn't want to spend a lot of money, but the ones they had offered weren't a lot of money. Because you can understand, back in the day, we're talking like 80s, late 80s, maybe early 90s, we had this cast iron skillet at home. This thing was huge. I mean, thick and just like as a kid, I would watch the Tom and Jerry the cartoons and stuff, and like Jerry would pick up a cast iron skillet and bash Tom over the head with it. Well, this thing was like so super heavy. As like a young strapping lad, I couldn't even lift it. Like I'm talking like one handed, like over my head. I mean, it was a sturdy piece of equipment. Okay. I mean, it felt like it was like this was legit cast iron. This wasn't some Tweenerville bullshit that you see today. This looked like it was from the turn of the century. It was just like 100 million years old. Like just this big piece of iron bullshit that they just hammered away and banged into place to make this huge. I don't even know what you call it, like a little, whatever. And it was amazing. It was like just this great thing. I remember as a kid, it was just because we'd put it in the stove. Every time we'd wash it, we'd have to put it on. We'd have to put it on the stove, on the burner, turn the burner on, and make sure you don't walk away. And what it would do is it would evaporate any moisture, any water, because you wash it, you leave the water, it would rust. I mean, it was actual iron. It was an actual piece of like material from the earth. I mean, this thing was like earthy as fuck. Okay, and when we were done, we would actually put it inside the oven just to keep it there. And every time we wanted to bake something, we had to take it out. Every time we wanted to use it, we had to take it out. It was basically just like out of sight, out of mind. So let's just stick it in there. It's just what we did. I don't know why, but we did. Well, I remember the day. I remember the day. I had cleaned it. Now, back in my youth, I was like Indiana Jones, dude. I swear to God. I would be out there digging and stuff and not like playing in dirt, but actually dig. Like I found like old well over the bank, like if you're standing there, excuse me, if you're standing where we had the grill, and you looked over the bank, it would be hard to tell through all the foliage, but there was an old uh, basement there, like brick, well, not brick, but it was like wood. No, what the fuck was it? It was this stone, and it was like mortar, and there was bricks, and there was some wood, but it had like completely rotted away. Because there was a church down there. We're talking like the 1800s, and they had all these like old bottles and stuff, like worth money. Like there was like Listerine bottles from like 18 whatever, and they would like dump the shit out behind. So as a kid, I would go down there with like a shovel and I mean literally like Indiana Jones, and you're digging and you're like pawing through and getting rid of the earthworms and the dirt and the shit. Okay, and you got the little brush, and you're just, honest to Christ, if I were, if I had the ability to be like normal and in a different life, I would be one of these archaeologist people. I swear to Christ, I would be. I don't. It's fascinating finding shit like that. It's just, anyways. I want to say it was Sunday night because both my parents had gone to church, and there was a wrestling pay-per-view on. Now during that time, we would rent, like, because back then they only had the big four: WrestleMania, Survivor Series, SummerSlam, and Royal Rumble, and they'd happen about every 4 months. Well, we'd buy the pay-per-view. They would push like 50, $60 a piece. And what we do is we record it on VHS for my grandfather, and then every Christmas and or Easter or Mother's Day, we would bring up three or four of these tapes that had these wrestling events on it, and then he'd exchange the ones from last time. We'd get them back, and he'd get the new set. So it was kind of, we were doing it for him, but I enjoyed it too. So, and the old woman, she was into Hogan and stuff. And, she, it is what it is. Well, I had just finished cleaning the pan. And I put it on the stove, and I turned it on. And I forgot about it. And I went outside, and I was digging up some shit. I remember, it was probably like 45 minutes. Now, keep in mind, it was on low. It wasn't going anywhere. It was on like super, super low. Okay. And I had limited time. The pay-per-view started around 8. This was a little after 7. So I was like, okay, I'll go outside for 45 minutes, And like I said, I had forgotten that I had turned the oven on, the stove, the burner. So I was out there poking around. I didn't go over the bank, but I went out back because there was this old tree stump where we had the pool. There was this tree stump, and down that area, what happened is every few years we would dump the water from the pool. You're technically not supposed to, but it was just so green and icky and shitty that we would just drain it and then fill it back up the next year. It was just easier. Because then you got to get the shock, and you got to get all the chlorine. I mean, you need the chlorine normally, but you'd have to get the shock, especially from the winter, because it would turn green. And we had that big pine tree, so you had all the pine needles and shit. And it was just, fuck it. So what we do is we'd empty it out. The water would just, and it would go down the bank. Well, as it did, it eroded a lot of that area, and certain things started popping up, like these little bottles and like. Indian arrowheads and shit. It was, I mean, especially as a kid, it was like, that's one of the reasons I love the Legend of Zelda series, just to explore shit and just to find stuff. It's just, I don't know, it's very cool to me. So anyways, I'm out there poking around, and I'm like, oh shit, I got the pay-per-view. And I come in, and it's, honest to God, it's probably 5 minutes to the show. Like, I hadn't even forgot the show was on. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta tape it. I'm the only one there. So it's like, oh damn, It's like, I got in time. I got home just in time. I got back just in time. So I go and wash my hands, and I realize I feel something hot. And I'm like, oh shit. And I was like, oh no. And what I did, like an idiot, how they tell you not to throw water on grease fires? Well, don't throw... do not throw water on a heated cast iron skillet that's been there for 45 minutes. Because I realized it was hot, and I should have just turned the burner down and let it cool off. But being stupid, I was like, well, let me throw some water on there. It'll steam up. I knew that. It's, But I figured, I didn't think it was that bad. Well, the minute I should have done probably warm water, but I ended up doing cold water, which was even worse. And when I did, I swear to God, the sound, it was like a gun went off. The entire cast iron skillet. Now keep in mind, This is legit cast. This isn't just cheap shit you see today. This is one of those monsters that were like 150 bucks, 80 to 150 bucks. This was thick. I mean, like penile thick, like huge. Huge. It was big. Okay, it wasn't the one I bought is like it's like a pussy fucker compared to the one we had. This thing is like pansy baby bullshit compared to the one that we had. The thing split, I swear to Christ, in two. It like Moses parting the Red Sea went boom and just it I was like, whoa. It's like holy shit. I mean, if it had been any worse, like pieces could have flown off. Like I could have had shrapnel in my asshole and shit, and windows blown out and stuff. And I'm like, holy shit! I mean, because I was not expecting that. I was expecting you throw a little water in it, just it'd sizzle off, and it would cool down naturally. Because it always had. Like if we had left it on a little too long, you dump a little water in there and just. I didn't take into consideration it was like 45 minutes of like preheat, which it would have been okay. Like if I had maybe put a little oil and just started cooking. I don't know. Man, I probably should have turned it down, let it cool down, and then started again to be safe. When the old woman come home, I'm like, I don't know what happened. I told her I didn't know what happened. It's like it just split in half, and she was completely dumbfounded by the fact. Because again, this thing was thick. I mean, I want you to understand how brutally cast iron skillet this thing was. I mean, it literally looked like something from, like I said, the turn of the century, and it was like metal left over from the railroad from like 1879. It was like some. I mean, this thing was legit. This isn't one of these cheap $40 pieces of shit you get at Home Depot or Walmart that you see today. Okay, it had it had the handle and it had the little nub on the end. I don't know what that little nub is. It has that little flat nub, little like I don't know, weird, but because we used to cook goulash in that. We'd fry up the hamburger and the onions, and then we throw in the we put the parsley and all that stuff in, and garlic, and then we take cans of tomato soup, usually four to six if it's a normal, or 2 or 3 of the family size, and we would just dump it in there, add a little bit of water, do up some noodles, put in some kidney beans, and then throw on some shaker cheese, and it would fit in the pan perfectly. 2 cans of kidney beans, a bunch of hamburger, and everything else. And then we do up the noodles, usually spaghetti noodles, or you could do elbow, but I hate when people take elbow and mix it in with the sauce. I hate that. I would rather take the fucking noodles, put them in my bowl, and then put the sauce on that. I hate, because Dale T, because he'd always have either too much noodles or not enough. And then he tried to mix all that he had together. So it was either too saucy, which is just, ugh, or it was way under sauced, and it was like, ugh. But anyways, I decided I was going to pick up a cast iron skillet, and I was looking at the prices, and on Amazon, I'm like, I don't really want to pay $150, not right now anyway. And then I'm looking, and there's one for like $14, and I'm like, I don't know about that. Then I'm seeing like $40, and I'm like, $40, dude. This the one we had. I swear to God, it was like $150. It was like something Graham gave us from back. I think Jean got one, Graham got one, and we got one. And she bought like 3 of them. So these things were brutal. These things were brutal. I'm telling you, they don't make stuff like that like they used to. I bought a freaking roaster. the one Graham had, the one she's had for 50 years, still as good as today as it was then. The one I bought less than 8 years ago. Fucking thing's rusted, nasty as fuck. No, it might be a little neglect on my part, but still. And the reason I know this is because I have two roasters. Because I had the one that I bought, and then when Graham died, I went down and just confiscated one of hers. Because I knew where they were. And hers is still going good. Still going good. Mine? Shit. So anyways, this new one I got, apparently it's red. The bottom is red, so it's not really cast iron. It says it's cast iron, that ain't cast iron. This is more like just a regular frying pan that happens to maybe have a little cast iron in it. But again, this other one, it was just gray metal. Like if you touch the handle, you're gonna burn yourself. It was always one of those things where when we started to cook, we had to turn the handle. Because what was stupid is the old woman is left-handed, I'm right-handed. So I'm out there, I got the thing, and I got it on the right side. She'd come over to, it doesn't go that way, and she'd turn it so it's the left, and I'd like burn myself every fucking... And I'm like, bitch, who's cooking here? Who's cooking here, woman? But she would do stupid shit like that. My mother can be a complete fucking idiot sometimes. It just, don't even get me started. Anyways, so the reason that spawned all this was the goulash story, because I was thinking to myself, you know what, I want goulash. And I woke up today, and I'm supposed to go shopping with Dale T, and I'm not feeling good at all. Now, to be fair, the reason I'm not feeling good is I ordered pizza yesterday. And I ate the whole thing. Now, it was a medium-sized pizza, and it's a thin crust. I basically would be the equivalent of having 2 sandwiches for lunch and 2 sandwiches for dinner. 8 slices, basically. 8 slices of bread with a little bit of cheese, and I had a little sausage. And I did get a 10-piece wing with hot sauce. Chicken wings. And what else did I get? I got the combo platter. So I had like half a piece of chicken, a couple onion rings, and 3 mozzarella sticks. So figure, basically it would be the equivalent of a chicken, onion, cheese sandwich. And I had 2 for lunch and 2 for dinner. I had 4 for the whole day. And a little chicken wings, blah. Chicken wings weren't, there's not a lot of meat on there, so whatever. That was basically the equivalent. So I don't feel bad for eating the whole pizza. Now, maybe if it had been a large, but it was a medium size. And again, like I said, it was about the equivalent of having 2 sandwiches. You get 2 pieces of bread for each. There's 4, and then the other 4 later. 4 sandwiches for the whole day. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Now, if you're talking like calories and shit, yeah, I'm not even gonna look at calories. I'm just looking at the amount of food that I ate. And yeah, I'm trying to justify it, but whatever. I'm gonna die alone. Who gives a fuck, right? So who cares? Which, actually, gonna be honest with you, speaking of being glutton, being glutton and proud, I'm actually very proud in the fact that that's all I ate. Dude, I WrestleMania, what was it? No, last year. It was WrestleMania last year. I spent $70. I only spent $40 this year. I bought a large pizza, and I proceeded to eat the whole pizza too. I had 25 wings. I ate probably a little more than half of those, and I did have the rest the next day. I had antipasta with chicken, buffalo chicken, which I had part of the next day as well. I had, I think I had a combo platter. I think I even splurged and got some breadsticks. then I want to say I got something. I bought a bunch of stuff. It was meant to last me for like 3 days, and oh, I bought a sub too. That's right. I bought a sub for Sunday, or whatever it was. Well, actually, WrestleMania would have been Sunday, but whenever the NXT program was, which I think was Friday. So I ordered out Friday and then had like Saturday and Sunday's worth of food. So yeah, I spent like $70, but you know. But that first night, man, I ate a shitload of stuff, dude. It was just, I don't know, but whatever. So this was not. Man, my throat is still fucked up. I've had this fucking cough, or whatever the hell it is, since February, and this is now May 2nd. Almost May 3rd. Fuck you. Anyways. So yeah, I don't feel guilty for eating a medium-sized pizza and 10 wings. Fuck that shit. Oh, and a little combo platter. Fuck that shit. Anyways, I decided I was going to go to the store, and like I said, I wasn't feeling good, so I was like, well, shit, I don't really want to go waddling around the store trying to get stuff. And then when I got home, I'm like, well, actually, I got about halfway through the store. I got to like the bread aisle. Well, actually, not even halfway. It's more like a third of the way around the store. And I was like, you know what? I'm not feeling good. My back is out. I don't give a fuck. So I went back to the deli area and I sat down. And I got thinking, well, do I have enough food for 2 weeks? Because I'm not going to the store again until the 17th. And I'm like, I suppose I got a little this, a little that. I got some lunch meat, overpriced lunch meat, but whatever. I got a couple things of chicken. They had these really overpriced, but I bought them anyway. Hamburg patties. They were like almost $4 for like just two semi-thick, but 2 Hamburg patties. Just bullshit. But I was like, you know what? Shit. It's gonna be good. And as I was sitting there thinking, what can I do? I could order out again, technically, if I had to, between now and the 17th. And I was like, well, shit, maybe I can go to Amazon Prime. Well, when I get there, and I was like, well, I got these Hamburg patties, so what I can do is fry them up. I even got some sausage patties, too. So I could fry up a little sausage and a little Hamburg. Of course, I don't have. Honestly, God, I do not have anything to fry stuff in. I don't fry stuff anymore. I either put it in the hot air cooker or I put it on the griddle. I don't fry. So I was like, well, shit, I could buy myself a cast iron skillet. I could go to Amazon Prime. I could get some noodles, some spaghetti noodles, 2 family-size things of tomato soup, 2 cans of kidney beans, and some Parmesan cheese. And you know what, motherfucker? It's exactly what I did. It's exactly what I did. And of course, if I get over $35, I get free shipping. So I bought 2 cans of this and 2 cans of that, and it was like, hey, you know what? Not bad. Not fucking bad. I bought some dog treats, so that was nice. I bought some cookies. They're always good. What else did I get? Well, I've been trying to stockpile food. That's another problem. Because you never know when like the Armageddon's going to hit. Forget like raptures and end times and bullshit like that. Fuck that stuff. I mean, in general, fuck that stuff. But I'm not taking any chances. Oh, you're going to be raptured away. I'm not taking chances, motherfucker. So I've been secretly hoarding food. Now, it's not a lot. I have maybe half a month worth of extra food. And you take a day like today where I didn't really buy a lot because I wasn't feeling good, that half a month turns into part of the month normal. So I kind of dip into that, so I'm kind of, less. Anyways, so yesterday I went on to Walmart, and I've been buying that Arizona tea, that Arizona green tea with honey. I I say it every time I talk about it, but you could take a fire hose of that stuff and shove it up my fucking ass. I'd be happy. Just, just stick one end of the seriously stick one end of the hose up my ass, and the other end of my mouth, and be all okay. I could drink that shit 24/7. I can drink that shit warm. I could drink that shit cold. It's better cold, but I can drink it warm. I don't give a fuck. I could drink about 15 of those and not even think about it. I can drink an entire case of those in one sitting and not think about it. I don't know what it is. It's light. It's so just light. There's no other way to describe it. And like sometimes you just feel it going down the inside of your sternum and shit. It goes down so nice, and it's like, oh god, it's so great. Oh my god, like I literally, if I didn't want to waste this shit, I would take this, open it up, rip off my shirt, and just pour it down my chest, like outwardly, like on my nipples and stuff. It's fucking that great. That's how much I love it. And now what I've been doing is every month since the beginning of the year, it's kind of my New Year's resolution in a way, where I'm gonna buy stuff that I need and stop fucking around, basically. So I've been buying these shelving units. Well, this month I decided to put the shelving units on hold because I technically still have the one that I bought last month that I haven't put together yet, and I ended up buying the wrong one. Now, basically what I have is this entire row, this whole area in my living room that I want to deck out in these shelving units. I want to put my movies and my comics and maybe my games on there or whatever. Actually, I'll probably keep the games in here, and I need at least 2 for my comics, if not 3, probably closer to 3 now. 3 whole bookshelves of that, and then I need at least 1 more for movies. And it'd be nice to get that, take that entire wall and just put like 5 or 6 shelves, like right up next to each other, and just right across the whole thing. Well, I'm not gonna pay. I don't have like $800, so I was like, well, shit, I'll buy maybe 1 every month. So I bought 1, and it was good. God looked at it and said it was good. It was good. Now, years ago, I had bought some shelving units, and they had a $27, and then they had a $35. And I bought 1 of each at different times, and they're still selling them. So, the one that I wanted, it was on sale for $27, but it actually is technically closer to $47. So it was on sale when I bought it originally, and I bought 2. And in fact, it's the one in the bedroom that broke when the whole thing collapsed. And I have like half a shelf right now sitting here, but whatever. And I want to replace it. So that's the one, but like I said, it was technically $47 on sale. So when I bought it a couple months ago, it was on sale for $27. I'm like, oh, good. Well, I went to get it last month, and it's like, oh, it's not $27, it's $47. I'm like, what? I'm not paying double the fucking price. Let me get the cheaper one. Well, I ended up getting the cheaper one, which is similar to the other one that I had bought. So I've got 2 sets of shelves. I got like 3 of one and 2 of the other. So I was like, okay, so this one I will use for my movies. I'll put it with my other shelf that has movies. It'll be great. And then this month I'll have to shell out $47 and get another one. Well, I opted not to do that because I still got last month to put together. So whatever. Anyways, I said all that to say this. So I've been doing orders from Walmart, and as a result, I've been getting the tea. Now they have 2 12-packs, and they sell them. You can either get 1 for like 3 something, or you can get 2 for like 7 something. I was like, fuck, 7 something. I'll just get 2. So they've been sending me 2. Well, in between that, I've also been getting this Scott toilet paper 20 roll pack, big long pack, right? Well, again, I'm not taking any chances because I mean, the government could shut down, your Social Security could shut down. They could take my Social Security away and say fuck you. Especially Republicans, I'd be like, hey, they want to do that kind of shit, and don't tell me they don't. Um, what, whatever. I'm not taking chances. Okay. We could have nuclear fallout. Trump's fucking around with Russia. He's fucking around with Kim Jong Un, and Kim Jong Un could nuke the fuck out of us. Who knows? Who knows? I'm not taking chances with this shit. Especially when it comes to things like toilet paper, soap, and food. Okay. Especially when you're fat. You need toilet paper, you need food, and you need cleanliness. Okay, that's all I'm going to say on that. So, every couple months, I would buy this 20-pack. And what I do is I leave the 120-pack right there in front of the sink next to the toilet. When you need it, you're sitting there, and you're like, okay, you just reach down and grab the next one. It's kind of a pain in the ass being in the way, but it's not, not bothering anybody. Dog usually leaves it alone. So what I did last month is I was running low. Like I'm done about 2 or 3 rolls right now. Plus whatever's sitting there that I was using, So I was like, I gotta get more toilet paper. So last month, now I had more last month. I had probably double that. So I was like, okay, so I'll buy another 20 roll. And what I'll do is I got this little cubby hole in the bathroom. And there's a little curtain. And there's a little cubby hole back there. I was like, well, what I'll do is I'll take the 20 pack that I just bought last month, which was April, and I'll shove that fucker in the corner. That way I got like 20 whole rolls of toilet paper. Just boop. And then this month, I will pick up another 20 roll to replace the one that I'm actually going to use. So, in like 3 months' time, I'll buy another 20 roll, and I'll stick it in the cubby hole next to the other 20 rolls, so I have like 40. And then a month or two after that, I'll get one to replace that I'm actually going to use. I'm going to continuously do this for, I want like 600 rolls. I'm not going to lie. Okay. I want a couple years worth of ass wipes. That's all I'm saying to you. And guess what? If I die, guess what? You, the cousins, anybody else who comes by, you can take one and fuck it. You're all happy, wiping your ass. Everybody's happy. Every time you wipe your ass, you think of me. So either way, it's a win-win. It's a win-win. Either I got toilet paper to wipe my ass during Armageddon, or I die and you all get to do it. Either way, win-win. Win-win. Well, like I said, I've been making these orders from Walmart, and I've been basically buying the same thing. I buy a 20-pack of toilet paper, 2-pack of tea, and a shelf. Which, it sounds kind of weird, but I've been buying this shit every month. Well, this month I decided, you know what? I still got to get the toilet paper because I got to replace what's there. Like I said, I'm down to like 2.5 rolls, which is fine. That's like a week and a half, 2 weeks, whatever. if I really stretched it. Plus, I mean, I do have the other 20 in there, but I don't want to use that. It's for storage. Plus, there's another 20 pack in there. That 20 pack was from Graham before she died. This was 2009. That toilet paper is 10 years old. It smells like her smoke. Because when she died, I went down there and took the roaster. I took a couple things. I took one of her roasters, and I took that roll of toilet paper that she had in the middle bedroom. And it smelled like her cigarette smoke. And it was quilted, and I hate quilted. The only reason I took it is because I don't want anybody else getting it. I admit, I did kind of take that. And it was always there as like, well, I ran out, oops, here's something to get me through. Because that quilted shit, you wrap your hand around twice, and it's like, it's gone. And then it clogs the toilet, and it's like, because you're not used to it. And I hate quilted. I don't like the soft stuff. which is weird, especially when it's talking about your asshole. You think you'd want soft stuff around your asshole. I like the old coarse stuff. Not gonna lie, I like the old Scott shit. So, anyways, so like I said, I've been buying these things at Walmart. Well, this month I decided, you know what? I'm going to double up on the tea. So instead of buying 2 cases, 2 12-packs, I bought 4. And instead of buying a shelf, I just didn't want to pay the money. And like I said, I still got one to put together. So, okay, probably next month I'll pick up another one. And now I know which is which. Because what happened was, like I said, I had bought one of each years ago from Walmart. And I didn't know which was which. And now I do. So, okay. Whatever. Sadly, the one I want is the more expensive one, but it is good because it's really thick. The shelves are really thick. For example, like if I got the other one, the one that I have now to put together, and I bought that in bulk, and I tried to put like my PS4 on it or my Xbox One, the shit would fall off the shelf because the shelf is so thin, it's so small, where these are deep. Like, you could probably put 2 DVD rows, like you put a row and then a row in front of that, and you still got a decent couple inches of lip. I mean, this shit's deep. I mean, I'm very surprised at actually how, well, deep it is. In fact, I got my PS4 sitting on the broken one, and my Xbox One, and they're just sitting there. And if you know anything about how they look sitting down, like laying down normally, they're pretty big systems, especially with the cords in the back. So those are the ones I want to get. Which, again, are the more expensive ones, but, you know, they are worth it. So I got, let's see, 4 things of tea coming and some toilet paper. Well, in my delusions of grandeur to stockpile toilet paper, food, and shelving units, apparently. Oh, and, mass bulk of iced tea. I decided... Now, I haven't done this, what I'm about to mention, in years, and I don't know why. But with Easter coming up last month, and, Good Friday, and the fish and shit, I decided, you know what, for Easter, I'm going to do potatoes. But I didn't feel like fucking with regular potatoes. I said, let me get some of those little packets of instant potatoes. So, I had a good meal, actually. It was a shit meal, but it was a good meal. It was instant potatoes with that instant packaged brown gravy, which is just shit, but it's good. It's weird. I had some corn. I had carrots. I had corn, but I didn't have corn for that day. I had carrots. I had coleslaw, and I had ham. It was a great little meal, and I didn't really have to cook anything. I really didn't have to cook anything. The ham was already cooked. All I had to do was, scrape the fucking cabbage on the stupid grater, which is a pain in the ass, but whatever. That's really the only work I had to do. That and assemble everything. Add a little water to the potatoes and stick it in the microwave. That's about all I had to do. Anyways. So, I was on this kick of, I really like these freaking potatoes. These instant potatoes. Why don't I do instant potatoes? Why don't I do more? So I said, shit. Let me get some instant potatoes. They had like a pack of 13. Or no, it was a pack of 10 for 13. Which I think is bullshit, because they should be like $1 a pack. But I was like, you know what? I don't even fuck. I don't even give a fuck. They can have the extra $3. Fuck them. They're going to deliver to my house. I ain't going to worry about it. All I got to do is get it up to the stairs. That's all I got to do. Put it in a bucket and get it upstairs. But yeah, put it in the bucket and then get my fat ass up the stairs. If I can do that, the extra $3, hey, I don't have to go around the fucking store. I don't have to count out 10. I don't have to put 10 in the thing. Put them in a cart, fuck around, get in the... Whatever. They're going to send it to my house, basically. So, right now I'm stockpiling... Only because they're cheap. They're like $1 each. I'm stockpiling instant potatoes. I'm stockpiling the rice. And I'm stockpiling the Kraft macaroni and cheese boxes. Now, I'd much rather have the Velveeta ones, or even the off-brand with the actual cheese. Those are my favorite, personally. But as far as like cheap, and they make a good meal. I mean, they really do. You just, potatoes not so much. They're more like a side. I mean, all three are sides, but like I could do rice. I could do rice, potato. Shit, I could take one of each and make it a good meal. Maybe throw a little chicken on that. Have a little rice and macaroni and cheese and some potato with rice. That's a nice little meal. So, I've been trying to secretly stockpile those up too. And like I said, they're $1 a piece. And that shit'll last. Dude, that shit would last through nuclear winter. I swear to Christ. I mean, that shit. Phew. And what's good about them, especially when you're talking like end times bullshit and like power grid failure kind of shit, all you gotta do is add water to that shit and just let it sit. Now, it ain't gonna be ideal. It's not gonna be ideal, but, all you gotta have is water. And I figured that ain't bad. You don't even have to cook this shit, really. I mean, it might take, 3 hours to sit there with the stupid rice, but in the noodles, Jesus God, that would probably take a week. But you don't technically have to cook them, and you can easily do it over a campfire. So I figured they're good. You can't go wrong with that shit. Just decided buying like MREs and shit, which I might even do some of that too. Whatever. Again, I'm not like expecting anything weird to happen, but I don't know, man. You never know. You never know. Especially Trump and this fucking peace plan he's gonna do on the 15th. Fuck you. I ain't taking no damn chances. Fucking Jews in their fucking temple ruining the world. God, I'm not taking chances with that shit. They're all a bunch of heathenist fucks. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Trump's the biggest heathen of them all. So I'm stockpiling shit as much as I can. Now, I ain't got like 7 years of plenty here, but 7 years of plenty for 7 years of famine. I ain't got that kind of fucking. I got maybe 7 days of plenty with 7 days of famine. Okay, that's about all I got. But anyways, I'm gonna start getting like shampoo. I'm gonna start getting what else I gotta get? I want to get just to have, and not because I'm paranoid or anything like that. Which, when I say this, I'm not saying it in a paranoid sort of way. It's just, if it happens, it happens. Kind of a deal. But I want to get some waterproof matches and shit. I want to get matches and shit like that. I need to get a little survival kit, and a first aid kit too would be nice. Not that not that I'm sitting there playing doctor with the dog, but you get my point. Wrap him up and shit like a mummy. Wrap him up with a gauze. I always hated the word gauze because it always sounded like a cream, not some sort of like wrap. It actually seemed like a cream wrap, not just oh, here's some bandage. I don't know. It's a weird word. Anyways, so yeah, that's what I've been doing. That's the fuck I've been doing. Stockpiling shit. Hopefully I can. It would be nice to have at least a couple months worth of shit, just in case. Because here's the thing. Gene ain't around no more. Ain't nobody around anymore. I mean, I suppose if I, put up a big enough fuss, somebody would go to the store for me. But ain't nobody around no more. There's nobody to fucking hear me. So if I don't get what I need, like if I don't get enough food for 2 weeks, ain't nobody coming, no civilization coming, There's nobody here. I know around there's people here, but not in that sense. So, because I remember, what was it, August? Was it last year or the year before? Whatever. I ran out of food. I mean, I legitimately ran out of food. I had like a week and a half left. And, like, I was eating like one piece of chicken for the entire day. That was it. It was insane, and I'm like, I can't be doing that no more. Can't be doing that shit no more. So that's part of the reason that I've been buying stuff like that. Because I mean, shit, I got enough. I got enough. I could probably last a week and a half. You know. Now I got the potatoes, so maybe closer to two. You know, and mildly comfortable too, because like I could do the mac and cheese as for lunch, and I could do rice for dinner. You know, and you mix it up. You have a little mashed potato. A little, you know, it is what it is. I'm trying to think what else I could get like that. Are there any? I mean, are there any other little? Um, I mean, I could buy hamburger helper type stuff, but and you gotta fuck with that. You actually need hamburgers. Well, you don't need hamburger, but well, they do have those like Alfredo ones. Dude, fuck that Alfredo shit. No, fuck that shit. I cannot cook that shit without it boiling the fuck out in my microwave. I have actually sat there in a chair and watched it, and all of a sudden, I was like, "Oh shit, it's starting to boil!" And by the time I hit the button, it's already boiled over, and I'm literally sitting there watching, waiting for it to happen. I have never made that shit without it fucking up. And I'll be honest with you, I don't even know if I like the way it tastes. It's not even that good. I mean, it's nice, but it's like, you know. Like, I mean, canned goods. How long does that shit last? That shit's got expiration date. You know. So it's like, what am I gonna do? What the fuck am I gonna do? Anyways, but yeah, I've been looking for stuff like that. Just I don't know, shit that I can keep and that will keep, because like I can't mentally deal with the fact. I can't mentally deal with it right now. Where it's like, oh, well, I've got water that I have to cycle in and out. Like, oh, I've got bottled water and it's only good for 8 months, so I got to drink it and then replace it. It's like I can't do that. I'll keep that fucking water sitting there for 8 years and be like, shit be growing in that motherfucker. And be like, nah, you know, whatever. Yeah, I got better things. I got, well, not better things. I got too much shit going on. Like my back goes out. I ain't got time to be thinking, oh, gee, I gotta eat that thing before it goes bad. I'm actually surprised I haven't eaten more bad stuff, more stuff that's gone bad. I just whatever. So, anyways, what else is going on? Um, yeah, basically, I went shopping today. Dude, I spent a lot of money and didn't get a lot of stuff. I did not get a lot of stuff at the store. I'm going to tell you that right now. I mean, not, well, I shouldn't say that. I got what I need. I got enough stuff, but I didn't. How do I want to word this? I didn't get a lot for what I paid. The amount that I paid, I didn't get a lot. I didn't buy anything good either. I didn't buy any cookies. I didn't buy any like chips. I didn't buy anything good, and it kind of irritates me. So I almost bought some Cracker Jacks, and I'm like, my back is out. No, listen to me. My life sucks so bad that I couldn't bend my fucking crippled ass over to pick up 4 to 6 bags of Cracker Jacks. Do you hear the words? My back hurt so bad I couldn't bend down to pick the shit up. And it wasn't even that high off the ground. It just kind of like leaning down to get it. And I'm like, you know what? Nope. Ain't gonna happen. I mean, that's how sad my life is. I couldn't bend down to pick up junk food. Do you hear me? Do you hear the words? I couldn't bend down to pick up junk food. Oh, I don't know, man. I'm tired. Oh, then I get in the fucking store, and I need to get bread, and of course Dale T's got to be here. Be there at 10. I'm gonna be there at 10. Be there at 10. Always be there at 10. You can't come at like 11 or 12 or even 10:30. No, it's got to be there at 10. By the time I get to the store, there's this old fucking guy who was slower than molasses in heat, sucking dick. I don't know what the guy's fucking doing. He's the bread guy, and he's one loaf. Looks around. 2 loaves. 3rd loaf. I mean, I'm like, dude. And I want to get in there and like squeeze that shit. You know what I'm saying? And he's standing, he's the bread guy, and he just... I'm not saying he's like stupid or retarded or anything like that, but he moves like he's retarded. Like, you know how handicapped people are just kind of like slow? I don't mean mean, I don't mean to be mean, but, you know, retards are slow. I mean, that's why they're retarded. This guy acts like he's retarded. He's not retarded, as far as I know. I mean, he could be retarded, I don't know. But I'm not saying that as a joke either. I mean, he very well could be. He could be old and senile. I don't know. Maybe that's why he has the job. I don't know. But he just sits there, just one loaf, and then another. And then he turns, and then another. And he's got it all stockpiled. There's like crates, and it's like, oh my god, dude. Like, I just want to go over there and like grab a couple loaves off his crate, and I'm afraid he's going to say something. So I just kind of like wait for him, and it's like, my back is like, you got to go sit down, motherfucker. Anyways, I ended up getting different kind of bread than I normally get. I got that Spano bread. Now, I don't know if you get Spano bread out there. I don't know if it's like a New York thing or East Coast thing. I always call it the Soprano bread because it kind of reminds me of Soprano, the name. But it's like this really good Italian bread. Now, I usually get the best yet, best yet, whatever the fuck it is. And the minute I come around the corner, I see him putting those up. And I'm like, oh, you old fuck. Let's go, you old fuck. Anyways, I was like, well, you know what? I'll get that better bread. I don't even know what I paid for it. I just threw 2 loaves in the... Because that shit's good. That Spano bread, you can eat that shit by itself. No butter. You just take a piece of bread. Even the crust is good. That bread is really, really good. Like, seriously, if I could take a fire hose of that green tea and put it in my mouth and take the Spano bread and just shove it up my ass, it'd be like, honestly God, it'd be like the Last Supper with Jesus. It would be the greatest thing in my life ever. Nothing beats a good fucking Italian bread. That's all I'm saying that. And not like, I'm talking like oh, what the fuck name? What was the name of that store that used to be in town? Gillette's. No, Gillette's. It's not like a razor company. Was it Gillette's? Was that the name of it? I think it was Gillette's. They're gone now, whatever the fuck name of it was. And the old woman would come back every time she'd go to the store from there. And they'd have this round bread. Oh, it was beautiful. There is nothing better in this fucking decrepit, fucked world than a nice piece of fucking bread. No, I'm not talking like Wonder Bread. I'm not talking like that little stale shit. I'm talking like really good, home-baked, from the store, fucking goodness, bullshit, yeast infection bullshit, vaginal yeast infected bullshit. Greatest thing ever. You put a little butter on that shit. Of course, the butter's always hard and it rips the bread, but that's neither here nor there. Nothing beats a good piece of Italian fucking bread. Unless it's a little piece of Italian ass. But that's neither here nor there. That's a whole other story for another day. You put the bread on the ass and you go to town. That's what it is. You start rubbing with the little crust. Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. A little Italian piece of ass, a little Italian piece of crust. It's the same thing. Now, you don't want a crusty ass. Now, that's shit. That's a story. That's like third pillar story right there. You don't want none of that. But yeah, that shit, oh man. It was that little round ball of goodness. And that little twist tie. And the old woman knew I loved that shit. She'd like, I got the bread, and I'm like, oh. Like, oh, God. Jesus, that stuff was good. I haven't had bread that good in a long fucking time. Like, you get the stuff at Walmart, it's cute, but it wasn't like that bread, dude. No. No, it was not like that bread. Like, that bread made you feel like a king. I mean, it made you feel like a man. It made you feel like a man king, a manly king. It did. It made you feel like, you know, you had that bread, especially when it was kind of warm, like, because it would be freshly baked. Now, by the time we got it home, it wasn't warm, but, you know, it was like that freshly, just cooled, like, just made, like they were putting it on the shelf and it was still warm, and you get it home, like, 20 minutes later, and you put some butter on that shit. Oh my sweet Jesus. I mean, now, you know, it's like, you want to talk about end times and like Mark of the Beast and rejecting Christ. I would reject everything for some of that bread. Lifetime of that bread, or if there's eternity for whatever, I'd be tempted. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. I'm being sarcastic, but that bread was so fucking good. And like I said, you could just eat the fucking bread. You didn't even need butter. You needed nothing. It was the bread itself was that good. It was like Last Supper good. Of course, their bread, dude, fuck that shit. You know the Last Supper bread was stale as fuck. Nasty old fucking 2,000-year-old bread. Nasty shit. It wasn't like this, I guarantee you. I miss that bread. I miss that bread. And there are a lot of contenders for good Italian bread, but not like that stuff. Oh man, it's just, oh, I miss that fucking bread. I miss that store. I miss my family actually, believe it or not, because it's like Dale he'd be sitting there, or he'd be out mowing the lawn, and the old woman would come home, nice sunny day, you know, mid-June, early July. They'd have all this food. It'd be like steaks for the griddle, and it'd be this bread. I'd eat half the fucking loaf before dinner. I was just, oh my god. Like, you could literally wrap that bread around my dick, I'd be happy. Well, if I could find my dick, I'd be happy too, but that's neither here nor there, but whatever. Anyways. So yeah, that's what I did. I went shopping today. Got to deal with the old fucking guy putting the bread up, one loaf at a time. Yeah, he's probably still standing there, dude. It's like, it's almost midnight. I guarantee you the motherfucker's been standing there all 12 hours. The motherfucker's still sitting there, putting one loaf up, another loaf up. Because you know he didn't bring in all the freaking bread. Because he'd go in there, he'd take all the bread that was there, all the old stale shit they didn't sell, and he'd have to take that off the shelf. So when you go down there and you see that, like 90% of the shelf is barren. And he does at least 3 trips. Because the bread that I got, he did first. Before I had gotten there. And then he was doing like the other side. And it's like, oh my god. It's like, well, anyways, I'm glad I got the bread that I did. I bought some oh my god, and the cucumbers at the local store just got awful. Like, honest to God, you pick up a cucumber, it should be like a dildo. It's like you could fist fuck yourself with the thing. I pick it up and the thing like disintegrated. It was so soft. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? Dude, the produce is just god awful. They did have some strawberries though, but because I didn't buy any ice cream, well, that kind of sucks. I was gonna do like strawberries and ice cream, but you know, I guess I ain't gonna do that. You know, kind of hard to do that when you didn't buy the fucking thing. I didn't even get to that side of the store, dude. I didn't even get over there. I was gonna go over and buy some frozen vegetables, some peas and carrots and peas and corn and whatever the fuck I could get. Maybe some French fries. Oh, I was gonna get some ice cream too. Not like ice cream, but like sandwiches and shit on a stick. I was going to get that kind of ice cream as well. I was going to get one of those family-sized tubs, and then going to get some, what you call it? But, you know, hey, it is what it is. Didn't get over there. What else did I do? I didn't pay my electric today. It fucking sucked. I wasn't feeling good. So I just went to the one store and then, oh yeah, then we pull into the freaking ATM. Now every day fucking time I gotta get out because he's too stupid to use the fucking ATM. I'm like, Dale, just pull up, put my card in, and here's the password. And he gets all complicated. So he has to pull up because he got the big fucking truck. And if you know anything about this, it's basically a drive-through ATM. And it's surrounded on all three sides. Well, he's got this big fucking truck with these big Dumbo ear uh, mirrors on either side. He's like, and every time we go through this fucking thing, he's like, "Am I good on that side?" I'm like, "Yeah, Dale T, you're good on this side, you fucking moron." "Oh, I don't want to rip off my mirror." I'm like, "Dale T, if you ripped off your mirror, it would probably be better. The fucking truck sucks. The design of that truck is fucking retarded, but whatever." So he stops just before you pull into the little area because it's got like a roof and the sides and the actual ATM machine. So I had to get out of the vehicle, walk up there, get my stuff, walk back to the car. Well, as we pull up, there's two people in front of us, which there's hardly ever anybody, maybe one person. So to see two people, no, it's three people because, yeah, there was three people because it was the dude who was pulling out as we were pulling in, and then the other two. Anyways, finally it was my turn to get out. Now there's three people behind us, and of course he's not pulling in, so I got to get out, and I get my money, and then I come back. I get in the car, and he's like, "Oh, I got on that side." I'm like, "Yeah, Dale T, you're good on that side, you fucking idiot." So we pull out, and as we're pulling out, some fucking retard decides he's gonna hightail it around the side, and I'm like, he's like, "Is it okay over there?" I'm like, "No, Dale T, it's not okay. Somebody's what?" And he's like pulling out and pulling out. So halfway out, and the guy, idiot, luckily saw Dale T, because when you come out, you can't see shit because it's walled off, and the guy shouldn't have been going around the way he did. Oh, we damn near killed ourselves. Luckily, like I said, luckily the guy stopped. I'm like, you fool. And Dale T, "Who's that cocksucker coming around the corner like that?" I'm like, "Dale T, I don't know who the cocksucker is, you fucking idiot. You're part of the problem too, Dale T." Anyways, then I go to Burger King. Dude, I am addicted to their Big King XL, which is essentially their Big Mac, the Big Mac sauce. I am addicted to that shit. I cannot get enough of that sandwich. That and the crispy chicken. And I don't even really care for the crispy chicken. But there's something about the mayonnaise and the lettuce and the tomato and that bun and that spicy chicken, the 2 for $6 spicy chicken. Oh my god, that stuff is good. Anyways, you know what happened? Let's see, I came home. I did that. Then my fucking back of my, every time I go shopping, the back of my legs like Charlie horse, like a bitch. Like I need muscle relaxers, that Flexerol or whatever the hell it is, or Cyclo, blah blah blah, whatever the fuck that stuff is. One of them is the generic version. I think is the Flexerol. I think that's the generic one. I need some of that shit because as I came, see, then I was like, oh my god. So I come out of the main store, and there's a bench right there, and I usually, by the time I'm done cashing out, I gotta sit back the fuck down. Well, I pull my cart out, and of course there's some old lady sitting there scratching off tickets, and I'm like, "You bitch, I don't want you sitting there." Luckily, the whole other end, so I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go sit." Well, Dale T saw me like a fucking retard, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna pull up." Which now he's pulled up. Now he's parked in a handicap spot, which means instead of sitting there resting for a minute or two just to, get the muscles in my back to kind of like, unclench, now I gotta get up, go out there, and of course he pulls up awkwardly, and I'm trying to get the shopping cart between the truck and the curb, which he's like a mile away from. And of course, he's got the stupid truck, so you got to open the passenger door, and that's got to swing wide. Once it's open, it's fine, but you can't have the cart right there, obviously, because it's got to swing wide. Then it's got that stupid other little second door, which that too swings wide. So now you got both doors open with the cart, and you got to like move the cart this way, move the cart that way. And I'm like, Dale T, oh my God, if you could just sat the fuck down, I could have come to you. I mean, it would have been a few extra feet. You're not doing me any fucking favors. Now, if I had been able to sit there for like 2 or 3 minutes, it would have been fine. But he sees me and, but yeah, let me come out of the fucking dollar store, and he will not pull up to the freaking door. He's got to park halfway across the parking lot. And my back is so screwed up because this is my second, trip to a store. It's my second store trip, usually. And by the time I get done, I can barely walk. Like, my back is just tight as fuck. So I walk like 3 feet. I stop and I like stretch my back. I walk another 3 feet, stop, stretch my back. And I'm like grimacing in pain and shit. And Dale T's, he won't pull the fucking truck up then. Oh no. Oh no. Let me be sitting there resting, and he's right up there. Fucking, oh my God. Sometimes it's like, are you kidding me? And I know he doesn't do it. Maybe he does it on purpose. Maybe he's an asshole. I don't know. Well, he is an asshole, but that's, that's par for the course. I don't think he's trying to be vindictive, but it's just he's being a complete fucker. And it's like, are you kidding me? Whatever. So anyways, then I get home, and the back of both my freaking legs start Charlie horsing like old broads. Oh my God. So anyways, I basically sat here and have done nothing the rest of the day. I just brought in the rest of my... Oh, shit, there's actually... I bought like 9... No, it was 9, yes. I don't know why I didn't buy 10, but whatever. I bought 9 of the... not Gatorade, the Powerade. Something about those, I really dig those. And I like the bottles too, because I can reuse the bottles. So, I bought like 9 of them. And I still got a couple of those out in the bucket I gotta bring in. And I went up down the stairs. I've been having trouble getting up the stairs. I've been not physically getting up the stairs, but when I get up to the top of the stairs, my heart starts pounding like insane. Like, I'm surprised I didn't die. Like, I'm surprised it didn't burst. Like, I could feel my heart pounding in my throat. It's like boom, 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 like a fucking asshole on a Samoan drum. No joke. Like, my heart rate skyrockets for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why. And it's been doing that lately. Just when I go up the stairs. Not even the stairs. It's those 11 stairs. Those 11 fuck stairs. And that's when I start having the panic attacks. Because I can't breathe. My heart is pounding like crazy. I'm starting to get dizzy. And then I start to have a panic attack over the fact that I'm having trouble breathing. Which, again, if you have a panic attack, means you start to have problems breathing. Which means when you already have problems breathing, now you're making it even worse. It's like double negatives. Anyways, so I found that if I start with my left foot and just one-footed up the stairs, I can get up the stairs without any problem. I mean, it's awkward because it's like doodle, 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 doodle up each stair. Because the way I normally go is I go one foot, then the other, then the other, then the other, and like, left foot, right foot, one stair, one stair, one stair. And I think it's the putting weight on my left side and putting weight on my right side. So it's almost like I'm bobbing back and forth. Or if I just kind of do, one and then the other, because I could hold on to the railing. I don't know. And I got up the stairs without much trouble. And then I got some mail today. I came back downstairs. My legs were all Charlie horse. And I was like, oh, let's try it again. I went one foot, one foot, one foot, one foot. And I was like, I got to the top. I mean, I was a little winded, but not like Not to the point like that. So it's just the weirdest fucking thing. Now, granted, I'm out of shape and 400 pounds, the whole nine. I'm gonna die alone. You know, the whole thing, the whole scenario. But oh my god. Because usually what I'll do is I'll go up like I could do the 3 stairs to the little landing with the porch, and then I go up the other 4. And there's that window, and I got to turn and do the 11. I can go up about 5 of the 11, and there's because the way it's set up, the stairs kind of bleed into the floor. So there's this patch of floor on the left side. So what I do is I go about 5 stairs and I can rest my elbow there while I'm holding onto the railing, and I just take a moment and pause and catch my breath if I have to, which usually I don't. I mean, I can climb the stairs without a problem, but it's when I get to the top and then I sit down, it's like then my heart's like, oh okay, boom, 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 and it starts going crazy. Where it wasn't going again, I can go up the stairs without a problem, but for some reason the heart rate just picks up the minute I sit down. And then because a lot of it's my fucking legs, because I can feel the muscles, and I have to like accommodate that. So I'm like straining to move. I'm straining to walk. Every step is like a strain, and it just I don't know. It's not good. It's not good. But I would not wish that on anybody. That that panic attack when you already can't breathe, which again, a panic attack is making. I mean, if I had just a normal panic attack, which means I would start hyperventilating and I would be like, I can't breathe. Well, I'm already to the point where I can't breathe and I'm having a panic attack about. I mean, I talk about this a lot, but I want it to be made abundantly clear what that means. You already can't breathe and you're having fear of that, and it induces a panic attack upon already having your heart rate like just going boo 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 just from the physical movement of trying to climb the stairs. And again, it's 11 fucking stairs. It's not like I'm climbing the Eiffel Tower or some shit. I don't know, man. It's just I don't know. Dude. I swear to Christ, it's scary as fuck though. Because you're sitting there, and it's like I don't know if you ever done like drugs or like hydrocodone, and you get that glaze over your face where it's like you're looking through, but you're aware that you're looking through your eyes, if that makes sense. It's like you look through your eyes, see what you see, like what's there. But when you're on hydrocodone, it's almost like you've taken a step back and you're looking through your eyes out. Almost like you could see the eye holes and you're kind of like, oh, let me look through there. Oh, that's what the world looks like. Almost like you're inside yourself looking out. I can't explain it any better than that. It's kind of like that. So that's going on too because I'm starting to get lightheaded. And it's like I'm kind of looking... I'm looking out through my eyes, if that makes sense, and it's almost like there's this haze over me, and all of a sudden it's like my heart is just going boom, 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 boom. Yo, dude, the fucking other day, I was sitting in the chair, and I had my controller, and it was sitting on my chest, like right under my left boob. Well, not boob, I shouldn't say. I don't have boobs, believe it or not. For being the size that I am, I don't have tits. I really don't. I mean, little foldy flaps, but no. Especially my upper chest. Actually, my upper chest is actually muscular, which is, whatever. But whatever. So, anyways, I got it down by like the pectoral region, like right where the line would be, where the sternum is, and I was sitting there in a chair and I had it resting. All of a sudden, I swear to God, I thought the rumble went off. That thing is just like gyrating, like, and I'm like, the fuck is that? All of a sudden I realize it's in tune with my heart. My heart is pounding to the point where my controller is sitting there and it's like moving, like not just kind of like do. No, no, this thing was like boom, 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 and it's just. It was almost to the point where if I didn't acknowledge it, it could easily roll off me and down my gut and into my crotch in the chair. So, dude, I'm surprised. I'm surprised my heart's. I am surprised I am not dead. That's all I'm gonna say on that. My heart is a fucking trooper, and I swear to God, that thing deserves a fucking medal. My heart deserves a medal. That's all I'm gonna say on that. God should bless my heart, is what I'm saying to you, because I would have given up. Dude, I was like, fuck. I'd be like, fuck this fat ass. Fuck this fat fuck. That's what I would have said. My heart's like, no, motherfucker, I'll keep going. I'll keep going. Even though I'm going 100 miles a minute and your heart rate goes up because you climbed 11 fucking stairs. I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm going to die alone, so. Oh, then I was sitting there. I had just gotten home, had the Burger King, and I made it up the first 5, rested my elbow, like I said, made it up the rest of the way. Now, the dog is outside on the deck. He hears me, and the door there's a window that you can open. You can pull up, you can pull there's these two little latches, and they're not latches, they're like clips, they're like locks. Not locks, lock's not a good word. It's, whatever, but you push them in and you can lift up the window and it holds it in place, or in the wintertime you put it down. So the window's up, so he can hear me. There's a little screen there. So I get up there, I get to the top of the stairs magically. My heart's not going too crazy yet. When I sit down, it'll start speeding up, which is weird. Because you think going up that your heart rate would go in tune with what you're doing physically. But now that I have been seated, now it's like, oh, blah, 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 it starts going ham. So anyways, I got the drink in one hand, the big soda, the big root beer. I got this plastic bag full of shit, literally. And I kind of put the drink in one arm, and I grab the baby gate and put it over the thing. I go over to the chair, which is right in front of the door. And keep in mind, I got a rocking chair on the other side of the door, out on the deck. So I sit down, and I open up the door. And I'm like, come on. And he's like, because he heard me. And because I was taking so long getting upstairs, he went downstairs to look for me. Like, where the fuck are you? Because he knew I was coming. He knew. I say, I got chicky tenders for you. He knew. He looking for me. So when I sat down, he's like, where the fuck are you? I open up the door. He peeks his head. He's coming up the stairs. He peeks his head and he's, oh, there you are. He comes running. He comes inside. I shut the door. So now we're okay. We're upstairs. I just got to kind of calm down a little bit. I need to go into the house. I need to wash my hands, because you got to wash your hands. You go fucking shopping. Those old people, dude, they fucking play with their ass and go play with the shopping carts. You gotta wash your fucking hands. And of course, I had my hoodie on, so then I had to empty out the pockets, which was the card, the debit card, and I had some cash, and I had some receipts. So I had to empty all that out, loose change, whatever the fuck I had, dump that shit onto the table, sit in the chair that's right at the sink, take off my hoodie, throw the hoodie onto the table, wash my hands. All the while, the dog's running around. He's got a plastic bottle. He's got one of the plastic Gatorade bottles, or Powerade bottles. He's running around. Everything's good. Oh, I forgot. That's what I had to do. And then once I get done,